Alright, so England won 2-0 against Serbia last night at Wembley. I was going to do a review straight after the fact, but to be honest, there's not that much we've really learned, so I didn't feel like this was one that was particularly pressing. But I did a preview for it, I'm going to do a review for it. So, the first thing that we learned is that Saka is in absolutely red-hot form. He does so well for England, he always plays good for the Three Lions, and he managed to get the opening goal of this contest as well. Serbia didn't play that badly overall, but England just had too much, just like I predicted, to be honest. When I went through the predicted lineups for this one, I said that England's width was really going to be our strength. You know, Serbia are a very narrow team, not a lot of pace in that team, not a lot of players playing wide, and so it proved in the end, as it wasn't really a surprise that the 2 goals came from 2 players that are very quick and usually play wide, particularly in the case of Bukayo Saka as well. But absolutely sweet as a nut. What a volley this was. Brilliant from England. They were very much knocking on the door at that point, but for them to get the opening goal, that kind of settled the nerves a little bit. This was a lot tighter of a contest at Wembley, but still, England were very much the better team, and so it proved. Second thing we learned, there was a little worry for Jordan Pickford. Now, Pickford is on a record-breaking streak of clean sheets. Now, we can debate about the significance of that or not. Of course, he's not faced that many shots. The calibre of teams that he's been playing against have not been on the level of, I think it was Gordon Banks that previously held that record. It was either him or Peter Shilton. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, guys, in the comments. But we did have a little worry for Jordan Pickford. Now, the cynic might say that this was a enforced stoppage, if you will, a feigning of injury for Jordan Pickford, because it just came out of nowhere. He wasn't even on the ball, and he just ended up dropping to the floor, and I think he was signalling that his quad was feeling a bit off. He might have had a little tear, a little pull there. While that break was happening for that injury, all the players got some new tactical instructions from Thomas Tuchel. So, you know, if you're thinking cynically, you might think, oh, maybe he was faking injury there to give his teammates a chance to get some instructions from the manager. I don't know. But he continued and played the rest of the game. Didn't have to do too much in the match either. It looked pretty solid, to be fair, when he was called upon. This does kind of lean into the kind of thinking behind, you know, me sticking Dean Henderson in for this game in goal, just to give a bit of variety there, give someone else a chance, give someone else a rest as well. Pickford plays all the time, but at the same time as well, you want these players to get more experience with each other too. So I can understand why Tuchel started Pickford, and I think he'll probably start him against Albania as well in a few days' time. One of the substitutes who came on, though, Eze, again, another guy who's always impressive. I absolutely love Eze. He could have easily had a pair of goals, to be fair. He bouncing half volley, I think it was, got tipped onto the post. Or was it the crossbar? Either way, it was the woodwork. Came very close to getting a goal there, but he did get a goal later on and finished the contest. Serbia knew they had to get something from this. Albania were winning against Andorra, which you would expect for Albania, to be fair. And that is the fourth thing that we learned. Serbia are out of qualification for the World Cup, and it's Albania that knocked them out, which, you know, if you know anything about the Balkans, if you know anything about Serbia and Albania and their history, they don't get on. They don't like each other, it's fair to say. Especially in a sporting context as well. Plenty of controversies over the years when it comes to those two nations. But yeah, Serbia had to go for it. The game did open up a little bit, and that allowed Eze to get the second goal for the Three Lions. And that was the contest, really, in the end. Serbia, pretty poor, in all honesty, and both matches deservedly got beat. And the fifth thing that we learned, the record is still going. Pickford's clean sheet record is still going. England are on 7 wins out of 8 games, which got that 8th game yet to play in qualification. Perfect record so far, not a goal conceded. You know, even though the opposition's not been very good, that is something that no England team has ever done before. I'm sure we've never had a perfect record in qualifying and had no goals conceded as well. Could be wrong there, but I don't think any team maybe has done that in UEFA history. Again, look through the record books, guys. I don't have the time for that, unfortunately, but either way, it is extremely impressive. So right now, it's looking pretty good for the Three Lions. It's more of a test against Albania on Sunday, but at the same time, Albania now have nothing to play for, so maybe that'll actually make it easier. They don't need to get a result against us to be sure of qualification. They've already got it. They've got, well, not qualification. They are through to the playoffs, I should say. We have qualified, though. We've won the group. Well done to the Three Lions. You can pat yourselves on the backs for that. But yeah, guys, let me know what you've thought about this match on Thursday night at Wembley. Wasn't the best contest, if I'm being honest. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, guys, if you want to see more of this on thefootballchronicle.com. Have a fantastic day wherever you're on the world today, and we'll see you very soon.